Hi everyone and welcome to pregnancy week 30. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I've hit 3 O's. That is just insane, unbelievable. So I am going to admit to you that I am still in my pajamas. I have not showered today and I have stayed in my pajamas all day. Anyway, so on to my pregnancy and stuff. Firstly, Merry Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful holiday or Christmas day. We did. You'll see that in a vlog probably before you even see this. You probably would have already seen it. So so the past couple of weeks, what's going on? For the fact that I'm having a small baby, it's really like ruining my body. It's just like my hips are sore, my back is sore, my boobs are sore, my stomach's sore, I'm just sore. Everything is just aching and sore and I'm getting very hot. The weather is very changeable this summer, to be honest. This is not a great summer so far. It's been very grey, and then you'll get a day where it's really hot and sweltering, and then the next day it'll be pouring with rain and cold. It's a very confusing summer so far. So but the nights are still a lot warmer for me than normal, and I'm just, you know, having to sleep with just the sheet on. I'm one of those people who can't quite handle having nothing on me. I've got to have a sheet at least. Yeah, so but other than that, the pregnancy is going fairly well. So just lots of aches and pains that come with just having, you know, that extra weight in the front, I guess. I had my midwife appointment and the great news is that my blood pressure is stable. Hallelujah, stable. I'm so stoked. So I'm on 2 Noteable tablets twice a day. So it seems to be keeping things stable for now. But I'm not holding my breath, just because from like that 30-week onwards is generally when things start to go downhill. I mean, I got to 37 weeks with Roman and 38 with Mila Rose. So now it's just, you know, watching my blood pressure a lot and checking for swelling, signs of preeclampsia and things like that. So, but at this stage, things are going pretty well. So I had another growth scan, so we got to see baby again, and he likes to move a lot. I tell you, he's been in every position possible, and this time he was transverse, so he had his head one side of my belly and then his back, and then he had his legs. So he's not head up and he's not head down, he's laying across. So not a great position to be birthing in, but we still have time, and he's small enough that he has space to kind of shuffle around when it comes time to be birthed. So he is he dropped a little bit. So his first growth scan, he was in the 11th percentile, and then he went up to the 27th percentile, which was great, and now he's dropped down to the 20th. Would you be quiet? That is my next door neighbours being really rowdy. And then he's dropped down to the 20th, so it's not a huge drop, you know. I'd say, I haven't seen my midwife about it yet, but I'd say that that's not too concerning. Really? I'd say that's not too concerning, because it's only 7% drop. So, but I'm no expert, but to me that sounds like it's not you know, a worrying amount. So we didn't get a chance to get a 3D scan because he was in the worst position possible, transverse, all squished up, barely saw his face. But here's a little picture of what we did see. It looks like he's giving a little thumbs up. How cute is that? He's so adorable. His head, I always like to say, oh my gosh, he's got such a big head. And she's like, don't worry, Nicole, it's just an average size head. So of course here I am imagining this baby with like this scrawny little body and then this giant head, and the lady was like, he's got a normal sized head, don't worry about it. But I just thought it was funny. And in the, oh that's right, I said that I was going to show you the photo. It just looks like he's got this massive head, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I just wanted to show you something really cool that I purchased. Oh wow, it's heavy. So I'll put the link below to her Facebook page, but she's called Squiggle Art, and oh my gosh, trying not to drop this. How cute is this? 10 weeks until baby arrives. Crazy. So I'm going to be turning this over to days. So I got her to make it for me so that I could do weeks, days, years. After baby is here, I want to be able to use this. I paid $55 for this, I think, and so I wanted to be able to use it, not use until baby arrives, stupid. I wanted to be able to use it afterwards, so I'm going to use this for the baby's month by month shoot as well. So we've got months. So obviously I'll get rid of that bit and just use the numbers, but yeah, we've got this bit until baby arrives. 10 weeks max, because my midwife was like, yeah, we'll see if we can get you to 37 weeks, and I was like, oh god, you know, it could be only 7 weeks away, which kind of freaks me out a little bit. And every time I come in this room and I see my bag there, it's my nappy bag, reminds me that I really need to organize my hospital bag, because when you hit that 30-week mark, you kind of start thinking, oh, 10 weeks, it's not long, and it's very, very, very unlikely that they will let me go over 40 weeks. It's just not going to happen. So 10 weeks max, and potentially only 7, which is freaking me out. I am starting to have the little flutters every time I think about it, but more than the flutters of nervousness is the excitement of just, I know what to expect. I know what it's like to be awake in the middle of the night, and I'm a very light sleeper now, and I feel like I've grown so much as a mother from having the other 2 kids, and now I feel like having this baby, I can finally enjoy having the baby, instead of freaking out about, you know, are they getting enough milk, are they sleeping enough, have they got a good routine, blah 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 blah. This time I'm just like, I just want to have my baby, and I just want to snuggle it, and I just want to feed it whenever he needs it, and I just want to dress him up, you know. Just I think my anxiety and stress levels from having 2 children already have now made this baby, there's barely any stress there about actually having a baby. The anxiety about actually giving birth, I haven't really thought about up until I hit that 30 weeks. When I hit 30 weeks on Friday, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to actually give birth to this baby. And I've been very blessed to have had 2 vaginal births. I haven't had any chance of needing cesarean at all. This baby is just not really getting in the right position at the moment for birth, so obviously there's time for that to change, but I'm just really getting anxious about, is he going to be breech or transverse, or but I'll do whatever I can. If they need to try and move him, I'll let them do that, because I'd rather not have to be cut open and have, you know, 6 weeks of recovery time when I've got 2 kids. It's just not, it's just not going to be great. I do have Martin home for 2 weeks after the baby's born, which is wonderful, and he can do even a couple of weeks after that 2 weeks of taking the kids to school in the morning and going to work a bit later. It's only a few weeks away until my maternity photo shoot. I cannot wait. I got my dress, and I've booked my makeup, and we're going to the beach if the weather behaves and actually gets nice. So I'm really looking forward to that. And my baby shower, so that's on the 21st of January, and on the 28th of January is our baby shower, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's just going to be really low-key in our backyard, make some s'mores in the backyard with the fairy lights everywhere, and just hang out with some friends and have a really good time. So I'm really looking forward to that. So on the boob saga, everyone wants to know about the boob. So the boob thing, I went in for my MRI, and here I was thinking I was going to be laying on the thing, they're going to put me in the, you know, little tunnel thing, and I was going to lay there with my little headphones on, because it's really loud in MRIs. Put the headphones on, I was just going to lay there for 20 minutes and have a sleep or something. You know, it was not like that at all. Instead, I had to be face down, and I had this plastic thing that covered my whole face with padding, so it was kind of like, I was like that, looking straight down at the bed. And then I had one boob in this plastic thing, one boob in that plastic thing, and then it went on a bit of a slant, which is where my lungs were, which were already compressed from having a child in there, and then my stomach, which the ladies were so kind, and they were trying to make me as comfortable as possible, but there was absolutely no way that you could be comfortable. And I just thought to myself, I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die, because my breaths were because you can't breathe. You're so compact around your lung area with a baby, and then the way you're leaning on the board thing, and then your face is in this thing and you're looking down, and then you get put in the tunnel of, you know, claustrophobia. Not that I have any issue with being in tight spaces or anything. It was just the fact that you have to stay so still in an MRI, and I was trying to breathe, and it was really hard, and I had to be in there for 20 minutes, and then they took me back out, and then they had to put a dye or contrast or something in, So they put the contrast in, and then they put me in for another 7 minutes, and I was like, oh Lord help me, I am going to pass out. Anyway, so they finally finished it all up, and I got to go home, and they said that they'd get my results to me in about 5 business days or something like that. Since it's the Christmas break, I don't know when I'm quite going to get my results. It was a few days ago now, and I haven't heard anything. But it is only the day after Boxing Day today. But waiting for results that could potentially change your life is a little bit nerve-wracking, I guess you could say. Like, I feel like there's nothing wrong. The doctor who sent me for the MRI, and he didn't tell me really at the time, but in the referral to the MRI place, he did put in the notes lumpy area, and I'm going, ooh, okay, that's not been mentioned in all my other appointments, so maybe something's changed, and now they can feel something. And if that's the case, I just hope that it's nothing serious, hopefully just hormonal and pregnancy related. And you know, could you imagine being told that you've got breast cancer when you're 30 weeks pregnant? You know, that would be awful. So fingers crossed that I get the call and that there's nothing there that they can see. I'll quickly do the belly shop and wrap this video up, but thanks for coming back and watching week 30. Not many weeks to go, and at the moment the pregnancy's been pretty mellow. There's not been a lot going on, but I can't complain about that at all. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and just a reminder, please get those squares in for the blanket ASAP in case this baby comes early and I want to get this blanket put together. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next vlog. Bye! So yeah, I'm in my jammies. Excuse that, I've got no bra on or anything.